Indian Railways has been at the forefront of connecting places of Northeast and also to other parts of the country since 19th century. It all began in 1881 when the 65-kilometer long meter gauge line was launched between Dibrugarh to Margarita. The Darjeeling Himalayan route too was commissioned in 1881. The daunting task of connecting Siliguri to Darjeeling, covering 7,000 feet spread for about 87 kilometers, was truly an engineering milestone of highest order. Another notable initiative for the development of railways in the region was initiated by the then Assam-Bengal Railways, connecting the port city of Chittagong, Kumilla, Badarpur and finally Lamding. Of course, one has to marvel the hill section between Badarpur and Lamding. Not only for the engineering involved, but for the sheer difficulties and collateral damages that had to be encountered. Following the partition in 1947, the connectivity to Northeast suddenly snapped. To tackle that, the ambitious Assam Rail project was mooted. The formation of Northeast Frontier Railways came as a shot in the arm. The 1.5-kilometer long Saraighat Rail-cum-Road Bridge, referred to as Bridge of Hope, was opened for goods in 1962, followed by passenger train in 1963. With the passage of time, many projects and trains were dedicated to the Northeast. In the later years, the completion of Naranarayan Setu and more recently the Bogeybill Bridge bridged the south and north banks of Brahmaputra, thereby boosting the connectivity of Northeast to greater heights.
There has been a huge change, especially in the last 10 years. So as we know that the story of the railways in Northeast is very old. The first train started in 1881 in the Northeast. But for a long time, the progress was very slow, especially after independence, after the network to Bangladesh was cut off. There has been a problem of connectivity of the Northeast. But lately, in the last 10 years, there has been a huge progress. So a lot of the major projects have been taken up, and so that change has come, and especially in the last 10 years a number of major projects have been taken up to change the scenario. And the goal of Act East, the idea of the Honorable Prime Minister of India, that it's not just Look East, it is Act East, and that is actually coming into being gradually.
But from 2014, a renewed thrust by Northeast Frontier Railways for expansion has been witnessed. Complete conversion of meter gauge to broad gauge was completed by 2018. Doubling of rail tracks is on. The electric traction facility is being carried out to all over Northeast. In an effort to connect all the capitals of Northeast, places like Nagaland, Agartala are already being connected. Ambitious projects of connecting Aizawl by Bhairabi Siding Project, Imphal, Gangtok and Kohima etc. are being carried out dedicatedly.
So there are a number of major projects. One of them is the capital connectivity project. So the goal is to connect all the state capitals of the Northeast, and substantial progress has happened in the last 10 years. More than 260 kilometers of projects for capital connectivity has been completed. So this includes states such as Mizoram, for example. In Mizoram, we are expecting to reach Sairang, that is Aizawl, very soon. Similarly, in Nagaland, it's for after 100 years, the second station of Nagaland, that is Sukhovi, it got commissioned recently. The Sevok Renpo project is another major project for the first railway network in Sikkim. Similarly, in Tripura, we have already reached the southernmost part of Tripura, that is Sabroom. The international connectivity project at Akhora has also been done. And so all these projects are changing the scenario of connectivity. Then we have electrification, which is another major part, because electrification helps a lot in introducing new kinds of trains like the Vande Bharat, as well as to reduce the dependency on fossil fuels and to have a more carbon neutral and environmentally better transportation in India. So the goal is to complete 100% electrification by 2025. We have already completed 64% and work is going on. Similarly, in order to improve the capacity, doubling work is going on, and doubling also in the last 10 years, more than 400 route kilometer of doubling has been completed. So doubling up to Lumding, right from Malda up to Lumding, doubling has been completed, and then it is gradually getting extended up to Tinsukia and Dibrugarh also. Along with this, the passenger experience is also changing. Station redevelopment project has been taken up. A total of 92 stations across NF Railway are undergoing major redevelopment. So the situation that used to exist of the railway stations are changing vastly, and now we are comparing the stations as good as airports. Similarly, new kinds of train services. Already 6 numbers of Vande Bharat trains are running in the NF railway system, and more are expected in the coming years. And also the tourism-oriented trains such as the Vistadome Express and other such trains. So these are some of the major initiatives in the last 10 years.
Indian Railways has one of the largest networks in the world and have always played a crucial role in the country's economic and social development. In Northeast too, Indian Railways is not only an affordable and reliable means of transportation, but also contributes to the region's economic growth along with the nation. Right from its inception, railway in the region has been the mode of transportation for the industries of the region, be it tea, coal, petroleum, and many more. Rapid strides in surface transportation are key to the accelerated development of any region, and Indian Railways is playing a pivotal role in the Northeast. The Government of India has given an unprecedented impetus to the connectivity in the region. The Capital Connectivity Project that aims to connect all of the Northeast is on its way to reality. As part of these, Indian Railways is building the world's tallest pier bridge at a height of 141 meters in the Jiribam-Imphal rail line. To ensure timely completion, Government of India is providing complete support and resources. The topography of Northeast has always provided the toughest challenge in the region for any infrastructure development. However, a mix of strong political will and the use of the state-of-the-art technologies had ensured that even the furthest corners of the region are being covered. In an effort to promote local business and economy, the Northeast Frontier Railway operated the first parcel cargo express train between Assam and Goa in 2022. This first ever freight train chucked into Rani Gaidanlu railway station, named after the much revered leader of Nagaland and Manipur, in the Tamenglong district of Manipur. The process of taking railways to every nook and corner of Northeast by Northeast Frontier Railways is being done adhering to modern safety norms and by providing best of amenities to the commuters. As we spoke to different people from various walks of life, the service part of Indian Railways comes to the forefront.
Now the most beautiful and the wonderful part of the life is that nothing is permanent in life. But when we talk of this permanency, we need to break the chain. Now, what is the biggest challenge is the change. Now, in any country, especially like India with so much of diversity, if you look at it, especially in the northeastern part of India, the one thing which concern is the infrastructure development. It's not that in the past we did not have any developments, but with the pace of the time and the need of this hour, the type of development, especially in the transportation section and more specialized in the railway sector, it is tremendous and absolutely very satisfying. As we know, the entire northeastern region is covered with 8 states. Of this, it was earlier, none of these all states were interconnected, but now things are different, things have changed. Now, change for the sense of challenge. When we take it as a challenge, because the worst and the best part of northeastern region is its geographical boundaries. Each of the states are interconnected with each other with roadways. That was the majority of the transportation system in the last more than 50 years. But in the last previous 10 to 15 years, we see there's a tremendous change, especially in the railways development, is the connectivity with the states which were left out.
Northeast Frontier Railway is serving all over the northeastern region, altogether 10 states. NF Railway is servicing 10 states, and they are serving day and night for the benefit of the northeastern people. Outsider, that means those who are coming from the outside to northeast as well as from northeast to outside. That means the different destinations of Indian Railways. In Indian Railways, so many facilities for the passengers, like train fare concession, railway retiring room in the station, ticket booking counter, food and drinking water facilities in the station, as well as the retiring room for the running passengers. I have seen during my service the integrity of the nation in railways, because if you travel by train, then you will get so many people, so many culture in train journey, because you will meet so many people that is from all parts of the country.
Earlier in the railways, there were so many facilities available, especially when we travel. The basic things which we need is the drinking water, the food, and the type of accommodations provided. But now, the type of the facility which the railway is giving it is nothing like it. It is randomly available and of the highest standard. It is not you, because you demand it and it is available. The best part of traveling is when we find a neat and clean environment, a neat and clean, a compartment. It may be an AC, it may be a 3-tier, it may be a general class. But without any classifications, we see that the entire train running from different states, from one corner to another, but different parts of the northeast, they are absolutely maintained very well, and they are cleaned regularly, time to time. And this is what most of the travelers, not from the northeast, but from the outside, they have really experienced this number of times. Suitability available to not only the people from the northeastern region, but especially the tourists who come to the northeastern region, especially in some particular states. People love to see not only the geographical beauty, the biodiversity.
Yes, truly the legacy of Northeast Frontier Railways in the region is one of dedicated service in transportation and bringing in freight of various forms, which touches and sustains the day-to-day requirement of the people of Northeast. Everyone knows the tremendous tourism potential that the region possesses. In an effort to provide tourists the real feel of Northeast India's breathtaking natural beauty, the Northeast Frontier Railway has introduced several state-of-the-art Vista Dome coaches. These coaches are a marvel in itself. This has already increased tourist footfalls and increase employment opportunities, especially for women and backward communities. Besides this, Indian Railways provides a lot of employment directly and indirectly to the people of this region. Railways has also been instrumental in creating employment opportunities for the youth in the region. In the last few years alone, Railways has engaged many unskilled workers and generated vacancies for skilled work, thereby contributing to the changing socio-economic landscape of the region. Over a period of time, allowing local communities to find employment opportunities closer to their homes will arrest migration to other parts of the country, protecting the region's culture, identity, and propagating it for future generations. A socially and financially empowered youth will be an asset to the region and to the nation. In 2014, India's Look East policy that focused on forging better economic relations with India's eastern neighbors was transformed into a more robust, result-oriented, and geostrategically important Act East policy. Thus, Northeast is becoming the gateway of implementing this Act East policy. In the last few years, tailored work has been done to ensure that this footprint expands across the northeastern region, and the sheer grit and perseverance in realizing this dream needs to be told. One of the ambitious projects among the bouquet of initiatives of Northeast Frontier Railways is the expansion of railways to Kohima, the capital of Nagaland.
And work is going on. We are expecting to reach Ferima by sometime early in 2025 and then gradually up to Kohima. So this is a very important project, the Nagaland project. As I said that after 100 years, the second station, that is Sukhuvi, it came into being.
This expansion work of Northeast Frontier Railways, connecting Dimapur-Kohima section in Nagaland, shall open up new vistas for this vibrant state.
Actually, our nearest railway station is Dimapur. We have to travel by bus. So if railway comes at our place, it will be really good. One more thing is that the goods price will also reduce. Economically, will be upgraded, and there will be lots of advantages for meeting people. If railway comes at our place, it will be like a boon to us.
The Dimapur-Kohima new broad gauge line project was sanctioned in the year 2007-8. The proposed rail link connects Dimapur to Kohima, the capital of Nagaland, with the rest of the country. The project connects Dhansiri, an existing station on Lamding-Tinshukia railway line, which is 19 kilometers before Dimapur, and Zubza, which is about 10 kilometers short of Kohima. The project, like many other railway projects, has many challenges since its inception. The planned alignment was changed in the year 2012, and the takeoff point was taken to Dhansiri in place of Dimapur, with termination in Zubza near Kohima. In the next part, we shall look into this prestigious expansion project of Indian Railways in Nagaland.